our clients made that shift very quickly on what can I do, not just to survive the pandemic, and did some fantastic things. Tom, you've got a really good example with the Indiana Apartment Association.
Equus is the facilitating company for the Indiana Apartment Association's Leadership Series. We took that over several years ago, and if you're a member of the Apartment Association, then you can go through their open enrollment leadership course. Right. The old model was in-person sessions once a month, culminating in a retreat mid-year. And it's a great program, but the value of that program is the relationships that they build with each other in the room, which is always the value of the programs that we brought to the table. You know, we love being at the front of the room, but we also help facilitate those relationships in the room and creating the time for that. And so they came to me and said, "Oh my gosh, we can't have people in the space. We've got to figure out how to retool this. How are you comfortable with that?" And I quite honestly was like, "Well, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be." I've got to learn the technology, and not just the technology, but we had to learn how to facilitate in a virtual environment, and which isn't a challenge in and of itself, but the challenge is making sure that you're authentically coming through in that medium in a way that allows the relationships to foster. It can't become another website webinar, because that's not what we bring to the table. So we retooled. We learned a lot of stuff, and the last half of that engagement, was successful. We kept everyone that started with us all the way through to the end. And next year we're looking at switching that up and doing some pieces virtually. But it was turn on a dime. Yeah.
Well, and kudos to the leadership at the Indiana Apartment Association for making that decision that that program was important enough for them that they problem solved it